Hey guys, it's Gospel Pearls and welcome back to our channel. And this week we decided to do a video based on first university experience that's in the UK. But if you're in America, that would be college. We're not at university yet. We decided to speak on our challenges, what we had to face, what we went through, how we managed to overcome it, because from next month we'll actually be entering second year. So I'll start speaking my experiences, my challenges, my targets and my aims. As you all know, I'm studying adult nursing, which is like general nursing. It covers child, mental, you can work in different fields. The main challenge for me has been placements, like waking up around 5 a.m. is not easy, guys. The traveling bit has been, it is God who has been giving me strength. It is literally Him, because it's just crazy. No one wants to wake up at 5 a.m, especially in winter when it's pitch black and other students who are enjoying the sleep, and there's me walking to the bus. That was my biggest challenge. And people think that, I've heard, because I remember when I could have been finishing this degree, but then I heard, oh, nursing is hard. I'm not going to lie, nursing is absolutely hard, because you're combining exams, like stuff that doctors do in exams. You have to know all this medication, you have to know all these calculations and the body parts, you have to know the bones. At the same time, you have to go to practice. When you're at practice, you do assignments. So me, that was the biggest challenge, of finding balance between both of them. So I don't know, it might inspire someone who's doing adult nursing. If you're doing it, I'm just telling you, it's not easy. Well, first year is like a brief through it. They say second year and third year is so difficult. We'll do more video if you request it, going into depth, but it was just my first year experience, like finding balance between practice placement and doing my theoretical work. It was so hard. To be honest, I never had a time where I broke down into tears or called my mama and be like, come and get me, no shade. But it was just so, yeah, I feel like I was doing something that I loved. Because of that, it was so much easier. That was my overall experience, and my target is to get first class. I don't want to get anything below that, so I just need to continue with the good work that I've put.
Hey guys, I'm doing biomedical science, and I just finished my first year. First year in the beginning for me was not easy. See, they're laughing because they know. Like, it's something I really wanted to do, because before choosing this course, like, I was like undecisive. I wanted to do midwifery or biomedical science, but then I didn't want to do midwifery because that's not what I was passionate about. I wanted to do biomedical science, but then I was like afraid. I was like, oh, if I do, I'm gonna fail, blah blah blah. Then I watched Joe Austin preaching, and he was talking about praying about the God-sized prayer. And I remember just sitting there, I just felt in my spirit, it was like, Suzanne, do biomedical science. Do biomedical science. And then for a good, like, couple of weeks, I was just like, oh, should I not? I was like, God, no, should I? And I got to the point where I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm going to take this risk. I'm going to go on an adventure with God. So I applied for biomedical science, and all my unis gave me, an offer for biomedical science. Started, I was so excited for uni, guys. Really excited, and then on the first week they gave us the what's it called, our practical booklet, and I came back to my room looking through it, and guys, I don't know why I had a breakdown just looking through the practical booklet. I just started crying. I was just like, oh, I can't do this is too much. I was just crying. I remember calling my dad. I was like, Dad, have you seen the practical booklet? Bear in mind, yeah, I didn't even have my first lecture yet. They just gave us, like, practical booklet and all these other things, all the module guides. And I was crying. I was like, have you seen him? It's just too much. And my dad was like, Suzanne, you haven't even had your first lecture yet. Why are you crying? I was like, you haven't seen the booklet? Like, I was just like in tears crying. But then I got myself together. Went to the first lecture, which was like, I think, a chemistry lecture. I love chemistry, so I enjoyed the chemistry module. And then we started other modules. I used to just go, and sometimes I did not understand anything. I was just like, oh my gosh, I felt so dumb. I was like, why am I even here? I was like, for the first 2 months, I was comparing myself to other people, saying, oh my gosh, look at me, I don't deserve to be here, all these people are smarter than me. I used to go back to my room, cry and just cry and be like, God, why did you bring me here? Why did you bring me here? I think like I was feeling like that a lot because I didn't pass my AS before, and then it was like starting uni was the first time I was going to do exam again. So I was scared of failure. Like I was like, I am going to fail again and like not make it through. Like everyone's so proud of me for making it into uni, and then I'm starting already. I was like, I'm going to fail. I already had, you know, on my mindset that, you know, this is going to defeat me and everything. But I was like, the only thing that actually got me through first year and semester A was God. Like I used to just pray. Like I wouldn't just like, Lord please. I would literally pray whilst I'm crying. I would cry. There would be sometimes I'll go to my room, like the words can't even come out. I'll just be like, I'll just cry. But I believe that your tears, God understands your tears. Every single drop, God understands it. So I just used to cry. I'm like, God, I don't have anything else to say, but here I am. Just help me. Just please help me.
Take over.
Just take over. We did first semester exam. I passed all of that. I was like, yay!
With flying colours.
And then semester B came as well. I just used to be like, what is this? Especially like we had this one module, genetic, and I just was like, I think genetic is the one I'm going to fail. I said that, I was like, I am going to fail this one. But I just used to go to prayer. I was like, please God help me understand. Like I'll go back to my room before my next lecture, like God help me to understand. Like when I go to the lecture, even if I didn't understand, but I knew God was still working, you know. So when I used to revise, I'll get it. Came like nearer exam, I was like, you know what, I'm confident for this. Like semester B, I was the most confident about all my exam. Like semester A, I was confident but not like, I was really nervous. But semester B, I was so confident because I was praying and I was revising, praying. When I was tired, I was like, you know what, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, revision can come tomorrow. Like I was just like, and the day I went to all my exam, I was so confident. I was like, I've got this. I went in, everything was just amazing, and then I was so confident that I passed. I was like, I am not doing retakes. And then results came, I passed everything, so I was just really happy. So I don't know, God got me through, because if it wasn't with God, I would have, I don't know, I wanted to give up time ago, because I used to call my dad and be like, Dad, I can't do this, you have to come pick me up because I just can't do it. Like I wanted to just run away from uni, but then it's God that, you know, is holding me. He's amazing. So I'm here, I'm going through second year and I'm excited. More wilderness.
I did adult nursing like Ruth, and at the beginning, to be honest, I was really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do nursing, I'm doing a degree, how amazing. Until I got my first assignment and I had no clue what I was supposed to do. I was just like, oh my gosh, what is this? Where have I got myself into? Like, I didn't understand what I was doing, and everyone else used to know what they were doing. And I remember going to my lecturer like, I don't get this, please help me. And then, she helped me and everything. But I still felt like I didn't understand anything. And then I just did the assignment. I was like, you know what, I'm leaving all this to God, because there's nothing I can do without Him. The first year of uni actually, I'd say, brought me closer to God, because I felt like this is a whole different thing. It's not like school. Uni is not like school. The way you do your assignments, the way you your exams, everything is different from school. Like they expect more from you because you've gone to that higher level. Yeah. So they want something more from you, something better. So I was like, God, I'm leaving all this to you. Like there's nothing I can do without you. I'm gonna call upon you to help me. And He actually did. My first year of uni, I got so close to God. And this is something that I've realized. When you leave everything for God and you say, you know what, God, take the wheel, just help me. Like there's nothing I can do without you. He actually does help you. And I don't remember like saying, oh, I'm not gonna go to church because I'm doing my assignments, I'm not gonna read my Bible because I'm doing this. But I decided to make God my priority. I decided to, you know what, I'm just gonna leave my books aside for a minute and spend time with God. And if you do that, God does everything. He does so much for you. You end up realizing that, wow, God can actually make you understand something that you didn't understand. Like, I remember doing my assignments and my exams thinking, I don't get this. It's not, what am I going to get from this? I'm probably just going to get like 40% or whatever. But I get my results and I'm like, really? Wow, this is amazing. I'm always shocked with my results. And I just want to thank God that I passed everything. I didn't fail anything. And I wouldn't say that it's because of my strength, it's because I'm smart or I worked so hard, but it's because I put God first. I know who is like taking a priority in my life. Like I wouldn't say, oh, I wouldn't choose my books over God. I would say, oh, I'm not going to church today because I've got an exam tomorrow. You have to prioritize Him. You have to choose Him over everything, because He's the one who is giving you the ability to understand what you're doing in your exams. He's the one that's giving you the ability to even hold that pen that you're using. So choose Him always. People think that, oh, if I just take 5 minutes to read my Bible, oh, that's my 5 minutes, just use that, but I could have used it for revision. But no, doing that, God will actually help. You never know, that 5 minutes that you use, God will do something amazing in you, that you will actually understand something that you didn't understand before. So my advice to you, if you're a uni and you're a Christian, you need to prioritize God. Don't think that, oh, you're so busy, you can't have time for God, you can't have space for Him. Have space for Him. Choose Him always, and He'll give you a lot more wisdom and understanding and knowledge that you never thought possible. And you actually give you a peace of mind and happiness. I was actually so happy my first year at uni. I was really, really happy. I don't remember ever in my life being that happy. And it wasn't because of anything I've done. It was because of His grace and how I chose to prioritize Him in my life. Just always do that.
And from our first year experience, we're going to come up with tips until we have no more, based on our first day experience, to help you guys. So for me personally, tip number 1 is don't leave your work last minute. If you really want to get that first class, no matter how smart you are, no matter how quick you can do 2,000 words, I'm telling you, do not leave your work last minute, because it will you could have gotten a higher grade if you took your time. You could have went into the 80%, but no, you had 79% because you just rushed everything. Do not. As soon as you get the assignment, start your research. As silly as it sounds and time consuming, it will pay off, because even in the Bible it says you reap what you sow. So do not leave things the last minute. Anyone else got a tip?
Like Angie said, put God first above all things. Don't say, oh, it's Sunday, I want to revise, I have an exam tomorrow. No, go to church, put God first, because you don't know, that 1 hour and a half at church could make a massive difference.
Yeah.
I never miss church, like to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the library and revise. Whenever I went to church and went back after to revise, I felt like I was more refreshed and ready, to revise, but I was able to understand things better. Yeah. Always put God first. That's my advice.
That's what I would say as well. Totally what you said. Like, always put God first, because if you feel like you don't understand anything you're doing in your assignments or exams, just let God know about it as well, because He's the creator of all things. He understands everything. So if your God is able to understand everything in the world, He can make you understand what you don't understand. So if you don't get anything, if you feel like you're stuck or anything like that, just pray to God. Tell Him, I don't understand any of this. Help me. And also prioritize prioritizing in everything that you do. Put Him first always. That's what I would say.
And my tip number 3 is that, if as crazy as it sounds, if you're a Christian, before you're about to write that assignment, get on your knees and tell the Lord, I'm about to write my assignment, because the enemy is at work at all times. Tell Him and pray to God. Before you hand it in, God, I'm about to hand my assignment. Please make them see my hard work that I've put. Just pray to Him, God, I'm about to revise as well. So please help me open up this brain of mine so I can understand what I'm supposed to understand. Just pray to him. And my tip number 4 is organization skills. Like, you need to, when you go to all your lectures, know when everything is due, know when you have your seminars, know your timetable from the back of your head, be on time. Your organization skills, you should have a folder. Like, this is all learning experience from what I did. You should have a folder, everything. And if you're organized, everything becomes so much easier. It becomes all planned out for you. Anyone else have a tip from their first uni experience?
Just as Ruth said about praying is actually important, because I remember one of my exams, I woke up in the morning, and my exam was around 2. I woke up in the morning, I was fine, I went to have a shower. I wanted to just sit down and just read something, like my notes, and then all of a sudden I became ill, guys. And then I decided to go in bed. I was just in my bed, like, feeling sorry for myself. And it was like 1 o'clock and I'm still in bed, like, still feeling sorry for myself. And then 1:30 I was like, no, I need to pray. I bowed down, I was like, God, I'm going to do this exam. I'm not going to email them and tell them I can't do this. I'm going to do this exam today, and I need to get better. Then I got up, I took the cough medicine, and then I got out that room and I went to the exam hall, even if I wasn't feeling that well, but God still gave me the strength to write that paper, and I passed it regardless of how ill I was that day, because I was planning to email them and say I can't come because I'm not feeling well. And my other advice is, don't listen to negativity from people. When I started Biomed, I had like people were telling me, oh, there's no jobs. Yes, there's no jobs in, like, it's hard to find a job, but I believe that God has a plan for me, and I know that God is not just I'm not gonna finish this course and then it will end there. I know God has amazing plan for me outside of just biomedical science. So whatever negativity people were saying, I just blocked it out. I didn't want to listen to it, and I stopped comparing myself to people as well. When you start uni, stop comparing yourself with people. There will always be someone better than you. Someone will always be smarter than you. Someone will always get a higher grade no matter how much you try. But do not compare yourself with other people. Just remember who you are. Remember that you're loved, you're a child of God, and He's pleased with you, and that is it. Stop comparing yourself with people. Do what you can do and let God do the rest.
And me and Angie had the stereotype that nursing's for old people. No, it isn't. Listen, nursing, if they're doing it and you're not enjoying it. Okay, I know there are 2 types of people. The people who do nursing because they know they're going to get a job and the money is kind of up there. That's not why we're doing nursing. We're doing nursing because I genuinely, Angie genuinely, we really want to. We enjoy it. I don't wake up and go places and be like, oh my gosh, I'm going. I never do that because I really enjoy what I love. My mom was scared for me at one point. She was like, oh, they make you do this. But because I love it so much, I never see the negativity in it. I just love my course. It was led by the Spirit. So as you've heard, our first year was a roller coaster. Take on board the 5 tips that we've given you, because they helped us. You need to put God in everything you do. And if you'd like us to do another video on revision tips on how we revise, just comment in the section below. You guys have our email, our Instagram, Twitter. I'll always put it in the description box. Our website is officially out now. And make sure you subscribe to our channel, share our page, and thank you so much, guys. You guys have anything else to say?
Guys, don't listen to anyone that tells you, yes, I know first year doesn't count, but don't come in and just be like, well, first year doesn't count, so let me just not bother.
Technically, it counts, because if you don't fail first year, you don't go into second year.
So, like, don't listen to anyone that comes with that rubbish, la-di-la-di-la, because if you do really bad, you're not going to make it to second year. Like, still come in and be like, yes, I want to get this a first class or whatever your target is. Still come in and work hard for it, because when you start like that, when you come into second year, I don't think it will be any much of a difference, because I feel like if you didn't try in first year and then you come second year, you want to try, you're just going to feel like, like I'm doing a big jump, it's too much. Yeah. Just start from the beginning. Don't listen to those people that say first year doesn't count, please. I was always in the library when people were like, first year, why are you here? I didn't care what people thought, because I knew I had to work hard. I'm not the smartest of all. but I had to be in there for me to make it here.
Yeah.
So thank you again, guys, for tuning on to our channel. Have a good week and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
Bye.